Good morning.
Morning, Rob. You back?
Let's see. Hang on. Technical difficulties. Hang on a second, guys. Can you guys hear me? All right.
Yep, I could hear you.
Fantastic. All right. So this is the what are you doing now with AI session. And I want to kind of pick everybody's brains. And see, Chopper's there first on my screen. What have you done with AI?
First, I like to say that Al Gore's internet was a garden hose. AI is a fire hose. AI is just unbelievable. Patrick and I set up an accountability with it. Of course, I'm using it to rewrite my descriptions. Pat and I we're working on a development in Newark. We took a 144-page reorganization code. It broke it down to tell us exactly how many units, the cost per unit with approvals and without approvals. We're starting to develop some AI agents. It's nonstop. On a personal note, I walk every day. I have it monitoring that. Um, there's a, it's just like, there's just so many things. As far as the business goes, we're Pat taught us yesterday that there's on chat now all the different apps that are starting to connect to chat. And there's Grok, there's Gemini. Um, I just bought a pair of the Meta glasses. That AI is a little slow. In fact, I went to chat to tell me how to use the the um, the Meta glasses.
So
Um,
when you have commercial leases and contracts, it's amazing when you put it into AI, it will give you a summary of everything that's included in there, which just saves you so much time.
yeah, and I'm going to be using the app called Fixer because I get 400 emails a day and maybe 12 are worthwhile. So I'm gonna install that. There's just so many things. It's nonstop. I'm on it every single day, and I call mine Frida after my grandmother. And
Wonderful.
the funny thing is, my sister-in-law taught my wife about one, so now they got some sexy Spanish guy talking to them. So my
Nice.
wife yells at me, "You're talking to Frida?" I'm like, "Yes, don't bother me." But it's just tremendous what's available. I'm using the Meta glasses, and I'll download the video, and I'll make it give me different write-ups or synopsises to drop into the different social media platforms. You know, like I use the hashtag. It says use hashtags on Instagram versus emojis on Facebook, and then Twitter. I do have a question for everybody. I keep seeing online this promotion where the guy's like, if you're 40 or older, AI could change your world. And in 28 days, if you do all these different apps, it'll change your perspective. Has anybody done that?
Not heard of it.
Yeah, I keep seeing.
Anybody else heard of that?
I haven't seen it.
Plus, I see the military workout and I see the Tai Chi workout. But I have a whole file on it. But the thing that I've been working with is on the AI agents, to make it me and make it to do the task. But like you said, Rob, analyzing the contracts. I mean, it's just great with so quickly we could do cap rates on the commercial side, and on the resi side too. It makes it like Andrew that runs our leasing department. He's using chat when we go into a town that we haven't leased anything before, just to get the residential valuations.
Yep.
It's a,
Awesome.
it's a time saver.
Bobby Golden or Beth, I see you guys are next on my screen there. Are there of you implementing anything from the chat stuff we've discussed?
Yeah, Rob, primarily I've been, doing the descriptions on multiple listings. I've been asking them how to handle certain situations with clients, come up with some great ideas. I'm not as deep as Chopper is, but I'm a lot deeper than I thought I'd be, and I'm encouraged to continue using it.
Fantastic. How about you, Beth?
I use it every day for whatever pops into my head that I have a challenge. I mean, I needed to do a amortization table. Bam. It's, it gives it to you right away. I say, what is this? How should I price this house? It gives you a pretty good scenario of how to do it. Um, Looks at all the stuff. Of course, obviously, you use it to write your listing descriptions. But yeah, I don't like it to sound AI-ish. I still like it to sound like me. So I always edit it, but it sure saves a bunch of time giving you a good start. I mean, I don't know. I can't think of I use it like 25 times a day, just different questions that there was a real good guy at Florida Realtors that presented, and I was trying to pull up my notes, but the thing he said that really impressed me, and I'm nowhere near this, he has an AI assistant and he has a goal of 0 emails at the end of every day. And his assistant answers every email for him. Then he has a human assistant that goes through all the responses. It just quickly goes through them. Yeah. These are fine, and hits send. And all his emails, he responds to every email every day, and his inbox is empty at the end. I thought that was pretty impressive. That's another level.
Yep, that's cool. Like I just put something in here, just FYI, why you shouldn't overprice a home in Oakland, and it gives you all these statistics about, the
Yeah,
days on market. It's just amazing.
I know. I mean, it is really amazing. We in our house, we jokingly refer to it as our auxiliary brain.
Yep.
I really don't think, it was interesting at Florida Realtors. I thought the presenters were really excellent. And I was talking to Elizabeth about us having a bigger presence there next year. But anyway, I remember last year at R4 and BOC and different speakers, they were like, oh, AI, if you're not on it, you're going to get replaced. It's going to take over, the agent is going to become superfluous. And the tone this year was much different. Now the tone was more, the agent's not going to get replaced, but people that are able to use the technology are certainly going to be dominating the market a lot more than those who don't. So I thought it was just interesting, a little bit of a shift in the attitude. Almost every speaker said something along those lines.
Cool. And while I was traveling abroad, it was pretty cool because it could create an agenda for you to uh if you're in a city like Lisbon, hey, give me a 6-hour agenda with walking tour and cafes, and it will tell you exactly how to walk. Um, and the first time it did it, it had us um, walking up a hill and then taking a funicular down the hill. I'm like, no, let's take the train up the hill, and it was just so cool. So even non-business stuff, it's amazing. How about Lynn? Have you uh, deployed it?
Good morning. Yes, use it every day. Same as everybody else, we do our descriptions. We noticed a couple times it came up with some issues on fair housing, so we inputted the Florida fair housing information, so now it cleans it up for us. We actually have it change our descriptions for each of the platforms. Same thing as Chopper was saying, some it's hashtags, some it needs to be shorter or longer. Emojis. We've also used it for virtual staging. We've taken photos in our listings when the seller is not cooperative with bringing a stager in, so that we can use those on the MLS as long as they're labeled. But we also put a framed photo in each room so that as people walk through, they can see what the room can be. We had someone the other day, which was actually interesting. She walked into a home that was updated partially, went in the kitchen and said, everybody has white counters or white cabinets, and I don't like them. So we AI'd it and put the cabinets in that she thought she wanted. And she looked and said, oh my God, it looks dated. I love the white. So we've used it even on the spot to get people, to get people to kind of see their vision and see if it works or not.
You can use it to take stuff out of photos too. Like I have a listing now, and we took the car out of the driveway and stuff like
it's
that.
cool.
We took we put fixed the blinds in the window.
And of course, tweaking emails when we're sending things to make them more succinct or more professional, or, less wordy, because like everybody, sometimes as you write, you feel like you're telling too much or just being too wordy. It cleans it up. I thought it was cute that Chopper gave his a name. Mine gave herself a name because I said, hey, chat, and I had a typo, and I typed CHAR. A dear friend of mine passed away a couple months ago, and her name was Charlotte. So it came back and said, hey, Lynn, thanks for the name Char. I love it. I'll keep it and sign off that way from now on.
Pretty amazing, right?
Quick tip. And I learned this from Darren Hardy. When she talks to me, I have her at 1.75. Okay. Like all my podcasts, I do 1.75 to 2.0, depending on the speaker. So there's different things that you can tweak. I did ask her something and she was wrong, and I was shocked. So you got to ask it what day and year it is, so you know that its brain is up to speed.
Yeah, we found that too. Like when we go on listing appointments, I'll put in, is there anything special I need to know about this property? And there were a couple things that it mixed up a little bit.
Yeah, it's not.
So we still had to check.
Perfect.
But it's a pretty cool tool.
This AI guy at Florida Realtors, he said there's different apps. He said different apps. Notebook LM will create a podcast for you. If you give it, it'll put two people, AI people, in the podcast, and you can give it the content, and it'll do that.
Wait, it actually puts people in the podcast for you?
It creates the people, yeah, and does a podcast.
It does avatars.
Yeah.
Fixer is the thing that does the auto response to emails. He said Jasper AI is an administrative assistant on steroids. Like he suggested for lead generation, I mean, just one example he gave was you could go to LinkedIn and say, new jobs in Orlando, and then do a scrape of all that data. And then he was talking about his AI stack, like you have to have all these different AI apps. So one to pull the data, one to massage the data. Anyway, I mean, I followed everything he said, but my gosh, he was on another level for sure.
That's cool. We just got to push each other to start to implement some stuff. How about Erica? Have you implemented anything with AI to make your life easier?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I have. I have done some MLS descriptions as well. Still kind of getting, learning with this AI, all this new stuff. But yeah, I'm using that as well, like everybody else.
Very good. It's also pretty low level stuff. Is if you get an offer on one of your contracts or multiple, you could upload them and have them compare it. It's pretty amazing. Obviously, you want to double check it, but it does a lot of the heavy lifting for you, especially on lease transactions. It's really amazing. Carlos? All right, we'll take. Good.
Hey. So,
What have you implemented with your AI journey?
I'm a little late to the game. I'm sorry, Rob. I just chimed in and I didn't understand.
And I said, what have you used AI for to make your business or life better?
I have not used AI yet, but I have programs that do work for me easily. That's about it.
Now, is your program, I guess your program that scrapes expireds and stuff, that's AI based, right?
Uh, no, it's coding based. I have to get a guy that does. I'll tell him to do a Zoom call with me, and I kind of like show him what I need to get done. And then, like, let's say, for example, I wanted all of 2025 expired rentals, so I could target these, which has been working because I met a couple people that did say that they would be interested in selling soon. So, like, targeting expired rentals and getting their phone number and meeting them. So that's been kind of like working. So within the next couple of weeks, I should be getting some new rentals coming in, and eventually they're going to probably want to sell. But the scraper, the way it works is it logs into my Garden State MLS or NJ MLS, whatever. I'll tell it what to do, and then it'll get the homeowner's first name, last name, address, city, state, zip code, who the last listing agent was. But the deal is that I'm not just going to get like 4 or 5. I get like maybe like 200 people, and then I'll scrub it for the phone numbers, and then I know you and we spoke about this. I found a website where you can scrub for like half a penny, so 0.001 of a penny. So like I think I put $100, and $100 gave me like 20,000 searches or something like that, which was insane. I mean, it's not exact, but I'm just letting you know, small amount gives you a lot of returns. Yeah, I mean, and then I implemented that to my handwriting. And I've been reaching out to people from those letters. I mean, it's a slow process, but it works.
Wonderful. Kathy or iPhone? Is that Ron Piccolo on the iPhone? Kathy,
So mine's pretty much the same. The only thing that I actually took from Glenn Baker's was I really enjoyed preparing for listings. I thought that particular one was really insightful because you really could delve in. If it was a place that you normally don't list, you easily got all the stats. You got the intel on the other agents. I felt that one that he did was really good, and I put that right into our system right away. I feel he did a really nice job. I need to probably go back and review a lot of his. I know he's saying it's all changed, and that will be occurring. It is definitely organic, and I'm sure he's sort of moved on to other things, but that actually has won listings for me, so it's been very helpful.
awesome. My challenge to everybody is to try to take it a little bit deeper. Try to take something that you're not using AI for and get uncomfortable and figure it out. And although it won't be a headline topic for future ones, if you have something that you're embracing and it's helping you out, if you could share it with the group when we do these meetings.
On a personal note, chat saved my life yesterday. I had my father-in-law, who's from Colombia, helping me put up a deer stand. He had no clue to do it. So I told chat to explain to him in Spanish, and we put the deer stand up in 2 seconds, and I didn't fall and it didn't come down, and I'm here. But like you said, Rob, I've been overseas and use it for agenda all the time. It's an excellent tool. It's a game changer.
Yeah, and I think, although it's talked about a lot, I think there's really a lot of expansion that we really haven't even thought about that we need to get uncomfortable, doing, and things that we thought we could never rely on it. To me, it's just amazing at how quickly like it can do things that you just ask of it, like, hey, I'm in back from vacation mode, but hey, write a itinerary for a 2-day stay here, right? And it will write it all up, and then you can say do more, do less of this, more of that, and it really it understands you. It's just really amazing when you start to have conversations with it. Like you could say, Lynn, when you're doing it for descriptions, you can say, can you um, enhance the descriptions of the kitchen and the family room, right? And it will understand it. It's like so amazing. I don't know how it does that because obviously that's not stuff that it can just pull off the internet. It's like intelligence, like it has thinking power.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
Yep. So I think the more we push ourselves and we go into that space, the more efficient we're going to be, and the better we'll be able to provide service to our clients, and they'll probably think that we spent a whole lot more time than we did, which is a beautiful thing. Um, just curious, out of the conference that Beth went to, was there much on AI at that?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I went to the one session that was that's all it was. Um, but there was a guy there that knows you, Rob, Jeff, real nice guy. Jeff Lobb,
Okay.
you know him?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
he likes you a lot. Um, anyway, yeah, I mean, even he talked about it using AI in recruiting. Um, I went to another recruiting oriented talk, and she during the session typed in, why do agents leave? And then AI came up with the main reasons why agents leave your organization. Do you want me to say what they are?
Sure.
uh Lack of support, on an island, compensation, poor tech, lack of recognition, broken promises. And that was what AI said. So yeah, I mean, it was incorporate. Every presenter had it, and the keynote was Marcus Lemonis. He talked at. We've seen him before at Remax events. I think at R4 maybe or BOC. I'm not sure, but even he talked about it, and so it was very integrated. But the AI guy whose name is Abi Golhar. The one thing he said is when you're using AI, step one is you've got to figure out what you want, what you're trying to accomplish, which to me is a big challenge. It's not just for the coolness of it. So, he made the point that before you start layering all this technology, and a lot of it you have to pay for, make sure you've got your MLS up to date and your CRM and data systems in place, because you're going to need those as a basis to use any AI tools to leverage that.
Cool. Yeah, I just think maybe when we do these future sessions, if there's anything that you found to be helpful, if we just share it with the group, even though it's not part of the agenda, just be like, hey, I'm using AI for this. And just going around, what AI are you using? I'll start with you, Beth, real quick, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
You
Chat
mean
GBT
what?
or yeah.
Chat GPT mostly.
Is that Ron Piccolo, the iPhone? All right. Well, Carlos, what are you using, if any?
Sorry, Rob.
Bobby?
Sorry, Rob. What was the question? Because I'm at a home inspection.
What AI do you use? Chat? or something else? Grok?
When I do like, I got the paid subscription of ChatGPT.
Mhm.
And yeah, out of the extent of it is just whatever I type and ask for it to do. That's my response. What I get was what I asked for.
You know what is a fun one? If you ask which is the best AI tool to whatever one you're using, it will actually honestly tell you how it compares to other ones. I found
Got
that to be interesting.
Yeah.
Bobby Golden, I don't know if you're at the gym working out, if it's inconvenient, but which one do you use?
The ChatGPT.
No, Bobby Golden, I was asking.
Oh.
That's all right. Sorry, I'm a little late, but being that I subscribe to Daryl Davis' program, he has something called Digital Daryl, which is AI. So I kind of automatically gravitate to that.
Okay. Erica, Lynn, what do you guys use?
The same GPT.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I use the same as everybody else, the GPT too.
Okay.
I use ChatGPT and ChatGenius.
What's
Genius?
What's Chat Genius?
It's just another
Genius
app.
one?
Yeah, it
Is
does
it-
pretty much the same thing.
Is it a chat? Is it a Chat GBT product?
It is not. It is. I'm trying to. Actually, it is. Yep, it is. Now that I'm looking at it.
Chopper, how
Yeah.
about you?
I'm using Chat GPT 5.0, and then because I'm on Google, I'm using Gemini.
Yeah,
And
I
as a
forgot to
side
say
note,
that. I use that too.
from what Beth said, Marcus Lemonis graduated from Marquette University. That's
Oh,
where
did he?
oh yeah, good guy.
Yeah, he is a good guy.
I met him at R4, ran into him at the Big East tournament. I got his we text once in a while. Good man.
So I use both. I use Copilot because that was my first introduction from Sal Petrosino probably a year ago, which is included with Microsoft 365. So if you have that, it's a included product. And yeah, they're both pretty similar. But that and chat, and I probably use Copilot just a little bit more, have that open more frequently. So anyway, it's 9 o'clock. Thanks for coming in on Tuesday. I know, hope you had a great holiday, and I'll see everybody next Monday and hopefully on Friday.
Thank
Bye,
Thank you so
everybody.
much.
Welcome back,
Bye,
Rob.
everybody. Have a great
Thank
Thank
weekend.
you.
Take care. Bye.
Bye bye.